Cheryl McCormick. Cheryl was 51 years old. She was married, had 3 children, and worked for DOORDASH as a delivery driver. On January 24, 2022, around 2 a.m., Cheryl and one of her male friends were out making a delivery when their car ran out of gas. Her friend would get out of the car and walk to a nearby gas station to go get gas, leaving Cheryl in the car. On his way to the gas station, Cheryl's friend was approached by 2 armed 16-year-old boys that told him, "Give me everything you got." "So I did," he said. Then he says the men asked for his cell phone, which he had left in the car where Cheryl was waiting. That's when the suspect put the gun to his back and said, "Let's go." When we got down to the car, he said, "Who's in the car?" They opened the car door, told Cheryl, "Give me the phone, give me your pocketbook." But Cheryl said, "No, I'm not giving you anything," and he shot her right in the head, said Cheryl's friend. "When I saw him stick his arm out, I went to grab hold of him, and it was just that fast," he added. Cheryl would die on the scene. Cheryl's husband stated, "My guess is my wife can be stubborn, and she wasn't going to give up her money and cell phone." Randall Cook. Randall was 59 years old. He was married and the father to 3 children and stepfather to his wife's 2 daughters. Randall's stepdaughter, Melanie DeZoba, remembered him in an interview with news station WFTS on Tuesday as the most perfect man and partner to her mother. On April 19, 2023, around 7:00 p.m., Randall was about to make his final delivery of the night for Uber Eats to a Holiday, Florida home on Moog Road. He was captured on video standing outside the customer's house, just waiting, and he probably was thinking to himself, "Am I at the right house?" Sheriff Noko said, "because nobody was answering, but then the camera goes off." It's unclear what exactly unfolded after this, but Pasco County deputies said that was the last time Randall was seen alive. It is believed that after the camera went off, Randall was yanked inside the home, murdered and dismembered by MS-13 gang member Oscar Solis. Detectives said they also looked at security footage the day after Randall's disappearance from a camera in the back of the house and saw Oscar carrying trash bags with another individual around the side of the house. Randall's remains were later found in those trash bags. Inside the bags, investigators found Oscar's blood-soaked clothes, Randall's shirt with numerous apparent puncture holes near the collar, lower left side, and rib area, and a cooler containing some of his remains. As detectives searched the home, they said they found blood spattered throughout the kitchen, living room, and Oscar's bedroom and bathroom. Investigators also found Randall's wedding ring, wallet, and car key fob inside the home. Randall's car was found about 1/3 of a mile down the road. Detectives said it had a time card receipt with Oscar's name, and the car was sprayed with a substance that appeared to be an attempt to conceal evidence. A potential motive behind this crime is unclear. Babacar Dia. Babacar was 44 years old. He was a father of 4 girls. He immigrated America from Dakar, Senegal, when he was 19 years of age in search of a better life and legacy for his American and Senegalese family. Dia lived in the Bronx but stayed in Brooklyn most nights because he could get more delivery work there. On September 25th, about 10:25 p.m., Babacar was riding on his e-bike delivering food for DoorDash. That's when a speeding royal blue sedan slammed into him in the intersection at Snedeker Ave. Babacar was rushed to Brookdale Hospital where he died due to the critical injuries he sustained. The driver, heading north on Snedeker Ave, didn't stop, leaving Dia dying on the street. EMS rushed the victim to Brookdale University Hospital, but he couldn't be saved, police said. For somebody to just hit him and keep going like that is just inhumane, as if he was an animal in the street. His heartbroken wife, Hanifa Dia, told the Daily News, "I'm seeking justice." Hanifa last spoke with her husband via FaceTime just an hour before his death. He told her he'd call her again later before she went to sleep, but Hanifa instead received a call from cops telling her Dia was dead. Dia worked to save money for his children and sent some of his income to family back in Senegal, his wife said. Now his wife is trying to raise money to have her husband's body sent back to his home country to be laid to rest. The driver has not been caught. Stacy Corley. Stacy was 25 years old. He had 4 siblings and 2 step-siblings, but he was his mother's only child. Stacy was a poet and aspiring rapper who enjoyed being creative and making people happy. He loved everyone, literally, he just was a light in this world, his mother said. On June 17, 2021, Stacy was working for DoorDash on his way to deliver food to a customer when he was accused of a traffic violation by a group of men riding in a SUV. The driver of the SUV responded by rolling up on Stacy after the delivery driver rolled his window down to extend his middle finger. That's when another passenger, a man named Dylan Baker, opened fire, shooting Stacy 9 times. Stacy's mother and his girlfriend only found out he had died when they took it upon themselves to go to the police department nearly 3 hours later. 18-year-old Dylan Baker of Martinez turned himself in 10 days later and is being held in lieu of $2 million bail. Baker allegedly told someone later on the night of the shooting that he had used hollow point bullets and, "I think I emptied my clip." He was charged with 2 felonies, murder and shooting at an occupied motor vehicle. He is facing a possible sentence of 50 years to life. 22-year-old Yacine Collado of Martinez and a 17-year-old boy were also taken into custody, but later released. There were 5 other people in the car, but at this point, only Dylan has been charged. Fernando Solomon. Fernando was 20 years old. He did not work for DoorDash, but I still wanted to include him in this video. On September 8, 2022, around 1 a.m., Fernando had placed an order with DoorDash and waited for it to arrive. When his order arrived, the delivery driver mistakenly placed the food in front of the wrong unit. When Fernando went to retrieve his order, his neighbor, 44-year-old Zaire Watson Sr., was not home at the time, but admitted to seeing Fernando from his Ring camera on his cell phone and called his son. The son said he saw Fernando reach in his pocket and then he shot him. Deputies responding to the scene found Fernando lying on the ground, bleeding from gunshot wounds. They began rendering first aid until EMS arrived and took over, but Fernando would die at the scene. Zaire Watson Jr. is facing charges of murder, aggravated assault, and felony murder in connection with the shooting. If you would like to support any of the victims in this video, links are in the description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. RIP to all the victims.